Hey, hey, what? Ray Mack, hey, what? Hey, what? Welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Love and not hate. Love and not hate. Welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Love and not hate. What? Love and not hate. Come on. Welcome to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill.
Welcome back to Ray Mack's Kitchen and Grill. Today, y'all, we got some southern collard greens. I know y'all been wanting some of this here, and it ain't healthy. Let's go. I got 2 bushels of collard greens that's already cleaned up and ready to go into the pot, y'all. So family, right now I want to use 1 onion and I want to slice it up thin just like this right here, okay? Now, once that's done, get you a nice sized pot that you could put on that stove on medium-high heat, and I got some olive oil, and I just want to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of this here pot, and I want to take our onions and I just want to brown these babies up. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're going to make us some good old southern collard greens. And that's what I'm doing at this particular point in time. Now, with your onions, when they get brown and they ready to rock and roll just like this, let's build up some flavor in this here pot. So the next thing we want to do, we want to go ahead and build up this here flavor. So I got me some minced garlic. Now, if you want to use some fresh garlic and press it yourself and stuff like that and chop it up, go ahead and be my guest. I don't see nothing wrong with using some already prepared minced garlic. So I got 1 tablespoon going into the pot, and then I want to cook that for at least around about a good 1 minute, because I don't want to burn this here garlic, because if you do, there's a chance that you might ruin this here dish. But 1 minute of cooking time is all you need once you add in that garlic. Now I got some chicken stock. Now I want you to see exactly what I'm about to do with this here container, because I'm not putting a little bit of this chicken stock in here. I'm putting the whole daggone container, y'all. So get you 1 container of chicken stock and dump the whole container on the inside. When I tell you we're building flavor for these southern style collard greens, we building some flavor, y'all. And it ain't healthy. These collard greens are not healthy. So don't come at me talking about, oh my God, you're gonna get high blood pressure and all this other kind of stuff. Man, go on somewhere with that. I ain't got time for that right now. So the next thing I want to do, I want to go ahead and get me some vinegar. Now, I'm just going to add in just a smidget of this here vinegar, or whatever the case may be. This is going to give us a nice little flavor to our collard greens. Now, I'm thinking I'm using at least around about 1/3 of this here vinegar or whatever, but I'm going to leave some measurements for you in the description for this here particular recipe, and I think you're going to love it. Matter of fact, I know you're going to love it. Trust and believe me. All right. Now, tell me in the comment section how you like fixing up your collard greens, if you don't mind. Hey, I like to know how everybody fix and prepare their food. So I got me some red pepper flakes that I'm going to toss into here just to give it a little kick, a little spiciness, and all the other kind of stuff. If you do not like heat to your food, you don't have to add red pepper flakes. I like a little heat to mine, so I'm adding it to it. All right. I'm listening to the ancestors, if y'all hear what I'm saying. So now I want to take me some sugar. That's right, I'm putting sugar in my greens. All right, I know somebody's saying sugar in your greens. Who does that? Hey, I do. I'm putting sugar in my greens. I'm just wanting to measure it out. I'm eyeballing how much sugar I really want in these greens. I don't want no candy collard greens, just enough that's going to balance it out. Now I got me some of this here chicken soup base. I'm just going to toss in some chicken soup base, and I'm eyeballing how much I want to throw in this as well. And then I'm going to toss in some Cajun seasoning. And I'm telling you, at this particular point in time, these greens are not going to be salty or whatever the case may be. I can already hear somebody in the comment section or read their comments saying, hey, that's going to be too salty and blah, 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 whatever. I'm throwing in some black pepper with this as well. And then again, I'm going to throw in some onion powder along with some garlic powder. So I'm putting in the both. You know you can't use garlic powder without onion powder. So there we go. eyeball your ingredients. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I want to give this a nice little mix. I want to go ahead and break up all the clunks that's floating around in this here broth, because this right here is going to give us the base is going to give us that hit in our mouth whenever we get ready to bite up on our greens. You understand what I'm saying? But we still ain't done yet with this here broth. We're going to take it a step further. I want to take me some hot sauce, and I love some Texas Pete. What's your favorite hot sauce? Tell me in the comment section. Now, I got me some of these here smoked neck bones. You know we country. You got to be countrified to the core if you're going to use some smoked neck bones. I love smoked neck bones, pork neck bones that is, in my collard greens, okay? So I got at least around about a good 4 to 5 pieces of these here neck bones that I'm going to toss into this here broth, because I want this broth to be so flavorful, so when somebody put their mouth on these greens, they can be like, boy, you really did something right here. You listened to your grandma, you listened to your mama when they was cooking. I sure did. Now I got me a cured ham hock. This cured ham hock was split. You understand what I'm saying? I love me some flavor in my food. Now this cured ham hock is going to take it to another level. Trust and believe me, y'all, I'm not joking with y'all. How many of you ever heard of cured ham hock? How many of you have ever tried cured ham hock? You could try it in your pinto beans, your string beans, your lima beans, your green, any kind of bean there is. Your black eyed peas. If you put one of these things in there, boy, I swear to God, you have some of the best food that somebody would really put their mouth on. Country bunking is what we talking about. Now, what I want to do is put a lid on this here, baby. You understand what I'm saying? And then after that, I want to go ahead and cook this for at least around about 1 hour. That's all I want to do is cook this in the broth for 1 hour. Now, when that 1 hour is up, y'all, oh my God, if you could just smell that smell when that lid came up off of that. Listen, I'm finna go ahead and take out these neck bones, and then I want to also take out that cured ham hock, and then we want to go from there. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. Don't go nowhere. Do me a favor if you don't mind. Subscribe to Mack's Kitchen and Grill if you're not a subscriber, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of every up and coming video that I post. Trust and believe me, if you go ahead and stick with me, I'll stick with you. Let's help one another, y'all. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Now, what we're gonna do, look at that broth, y'all. I'm telling you, that's flavor right there. That ain't nothing but pure flavor. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to take our clean greens. You understand? And I want to add these greens to the pot. I really do. I want to add these greens to the pot. Now, some of us, when I was showing a video, I do have a video that I showed how you could clean your greens. And I got a comment on there where somebody said, hey, he didn't even use no salt to clean his greens. Let me tell y'all something right now. I know you watch grandma. I know you watch mama them in the kitchen cooking their greens, or we're cleaning their greens, and you're using the same technique that you seen mama them do. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all, as long as you get in there and clean them greens good. Nobody want no dirt, no grime, no bugs, no nothing floating around in them greens. You understand what I'm saying? So clean them as if you're cleaning your booty. You want your booty clean, make sure you clean your greens. That's all I'm saying. So I'm tossing my greens into the pot, putting the lid on. I'm setting my timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I want these to cook for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Meanwhile, while they're cooking, I'm going to take these here smoked meaty neck bones, pork neck bones, and I want to pull as much meat off of these bones that I can. You understand what I'm saying? I want to pull as much as I can off of these here bones. And I did take that cured ham hock, and I did the exact same thing. Now, this is what I'm going to do next, y'all. And y'all got to listen to what I'm about to tell you, because it's about to go down up in here. Once you got your meat pulled off your bones, this is what everything should look like. You got you some bones left, some scrap bones, and you got all the meat pulled off. What I want you to do is take you a choice of a bone that you want to throw in there, Put it into that pot and then throw the meat back into the pot. Allow it to cook to the full time, to the full duration of the time, the 1 hour and 30 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? Now, after that being said, put your lid on it. I went to the air fryer and threw me some fat back in the air fryer, and I used the fat back grease, and I put some fat back grease in that pot as well. Yes, it's unhealthy greens, but dang on it, they were good. I'm trying to tell you the honest God truth. Unhealthy greens, but they was daggone delicious. If you want to use some fat back, that's all you got to do is throw you some strips of fat back meat in your air fryer. Make sure you wash off that salt. All right, make sure you wash off that salt. Put it in the air fryer, let it cook up until your fat back meat get crispy, and pour the grease inside your greens. You're gonna love them. But look at here, y'all. This is what we got: some nice Southern style home greens with some homemade cornbread, and then I also paired it up well with some of this here smothered turkey wing and seasoned rice and some homemade mac and cheese. Now next Sunday I'm gonna have that video for you guys showing you how I made these smothered turkey wings. I'm telling you, I enjoyed the meal. I'm hoping that you can give this recipe a try. If you can, you'll love it. Subscribe to Rayax Kitchen and Grill if you're not already subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up, and also comment below and tell me what you would like to see in the future. Love and not hate. Love somebody and hate nobody. Man, I love y'all.